Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to use API key in your Android project. As you know, API key is to identify and authenticate a user, which is you. So it's really important to protect your API key. Let's say you're going to commit your project to Git, and it's really important to hide or use a way to actually hide your API key from the people who actually come to your project and they are going to use it. So how can I use my API key in my project, but at the same time when I actually commit my project to the Git, so I could be somehow hide my API key from the other people? So first of all, let's take a look at this project. In main activity, I'm using API key for this get news method. So as you see here, I define a global variable private val API key 123, and if I try to commit it to my GitHub account, so everyone who comes to main activity.kt, they can actually see this API key. So what should I do? First of all, let me show you something. If you go to project view and if you take a look at git ignore, you can see a list of paths that are actually ignored to be pushed or committed to Git, and one of them is local.properties. If I hold my control and then click here, I will go to local.properties, or here I can see that under Gradle bat I can see local properties, or if I go to Android view in Gradle script, again I can see local.properties. So first of all, I have to define a variable, whatever you love to name it. I name it API key without any space, equal sign, and then without any quotation or double quotations, I use my API key. As you know, it's not actually a real API key, it's just an example. After this, I need to go to my build.gradle, the module app, and in Android tag, in default config, I need to use build config field. So let's type it down, build config field, and by pressing Ctrl Q I can see the arguments that it needs. So the first argument is type, which is a string. The second one is name, which is still a string, and then the value, which again is a string. So for type, my type of API key is a string. Then I need the name, which the one that I actually made it earlier, API key. And for the value, because it's going to go to the local.properties and read it from there, I just leave it empty. Do not forget to sync your project, and it's not necessary, but just to make sure, it's better to make the project. So I go to main activity, get rid of this string, and then by typing build config and then API key, I can get access to my API key, which as you can see by hovering over it, you can see that public static final string API key, which is 123, And if I again hold my control and click here, I see that Android Studio generated a Java file named build.config, and I can see this constant as 123. Okay, I hope you have enjoyed this video. This is one of the best practices to hide your API keys, and I hope you have loved this video. Peace out.